right? Good morning. Coach Michael Burt, and boom, just like that. Just like that. All right, Coach Michael Burt, I'm looking at you straight, but it's got me sideways on my phone. You guys tell me if I'm sideways or straight. What's up, Jason Peck? I shared it over to my page and it turned me sideways. So, good morning, Coach Burt here. Just like that, I'm back from Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, where it was sunny. And now I'm back in Tennessee, and there you go, folks. There you go. Denise Hay, there you go, Haley. All right, so I'm going to give you a good lesson this morning because I flew down to West Palm Beach. I worked with a group of people down in Fort Lauderdale, and then I went over to West Palm and stayed for a day and worked on a new project I'm working on. And then I flew back last night because I didn't know what it was going to be doing here in Tennessee. And then I got to go back to Miami on Wednesday. So this is what it looks like if you don't live here in Tennessee, folks. But I was thinking this morning when I got up, and the thought process was this. I've just flipped my calendar. Every morning I flip my calendar. Every single morning I flip my calendar. There's a physical calendar that I flip. And it reminds me of what day it is. Then I think about what number I'm at in relationship to my goals, what I've accomplished. And I realized today it's, at least midway or partway through January. And then I had a simple question. Have I really changed anything that I didn't like about 2021? When I do my A to B goals, TJ and Brian White, when I do A to B, I'm a defensive pessimist. So I actually start with the things I don't like. Okay, so what I do is I start with, here's my A, and I did this last night on the plane, all the things down that I don't like, all the things that ain't working the way I want them to, all the things that create frustration for me, right? And that kind of becomes some because goals for me. Because I don't like it, I'm going to do it this way. And then at my B are all my desired destinations, but that requires a change. So I woke up this morning and I started thinking, man, have you changed anything from what you did last year in the month of January? Have you changed one thing? Have you changed one thing about your strategy? Have you changed one thing about your business? Have you changed one thing about your people? Have you changed one thing, right? Like when it comes to flipping the switch many times starts with being frustrated with something and changing something, letting something go, canceling something out, say, man, I ain't doing it anymore. So every day you come in and what happens, it's like this vortex that sucks you back in to doing it the way you used to do it because that's the way you know how to do it. So Samantha, it just sucks you back into doing it the only way you know how to do it. So as we get new knowledge, I messaged my guy at Genie Rocket last night, Brad Parnell, my partner, and I said, man, what's the biggest campaign you've ever done on a single product? What's the biggest campaign you've ever done on a single product? And he said, I did this on this product. I said, great. That's what we're going to do. We're going to try a simple product through a funnel, a Genie Rocket funnel, and we're going to push that thing out, see if we can get those results because there's got to be a better way. So you got to wake up this morning. You got to say, there's got to be a better way to do this. There's got to be a strategy I haven't tried. There's got to be a tactic I haven't maneuvered. There's got to be something that I haven't done yet, right? And very important to ask yourself this question, man. Have I done anything different this year than I did last year? I'm 17 days into January. I was in December frustrated with all of these things I didn't like about the business, didn't like about my life, didn't like about my health, didn't like about this. In the book Atomic Habits, it talks about the guy going to the gym, getting up and going to the gym and staying at the gym, Eric, for an hour. No, excuse me, for 5 minutes. He only stayed for 5 minutes. Okay? But the habit of getting up, going to the gym, getting dressed was a good habit for him till eventually he stayed 10 minutes and eventually stayed 15 minutes. So for you, guys, we got to ask ourselves one simple question. Have we done anything this year that's different than what we did last year? So last night on the plane, I'm watching some videos, and I'm like, man, I'm going to do that part. I'm going to do that different this week. Why does it have to be done at that time? Why does it have to be done that way? Is it yielding any fruit of the way we're currently doing it? So ask yourself this hard question, right? I got Flip the Switch coming up January 28th. If you've never been through Flip the Switch, You need to be there. I got a webinar tomorrow night at 5 o'clock, or excuse me, 5:30, five levels of Pray Drive that will yield 5 times the result. And one of those has got to be to take a hard look at what I'm currently doing, right? And ask myself, how is somebody else doing it better than me? What are they doing that I'm not doing? So we got to keep, it's like gears, man. We got to keep pulling them gears, Sam. We got to keep pulling them gears. Alan, we got to keep pulling them gears till eventually we find a gear, just like last night. It's like, man, hey, have you thought about this? Could we do it like this? Would we be open to doing it this way? See, that revolves some critical thinking, man, which is a scarce commodity in today's society. So I'm Coach Michael Burt. Be on that webinar with me tomorrow night. I'll break down the 5 levels of Pray Drive and how to 5 times your business. And then the 28th, I'm doing Flip the Switch at the Lodge. Get your virtual ticket, man, if you can't come in person. If you can come in person, I had a woman walk up to me in Fort Lauderdale and say, I want to apologize to you. I'm in your coaching program. I haven't been showing up. Man, this is what you did today. It was game-changing for me. I'm so glad I took the time to be here in person. And that's what you got to do, man. You got to commit. And then you got to back that commitment up with resources and time and energy. It ain't a commitment if it ain't backed up by time and energy and resource, folks. So I'm going to be seeing you. And then I'll be in Miami on Wednesday. Ryan Chikelli will be down at the 10X Business Growth Booth Camp. So if you ever saw me at 10X or you know me from the 10X family, just come up and say hi to me, man. I'm going to be down there learning and growing because I'm always getting coached, just like I'm telling you to get coached. I have a coach right now. I'm getting coached this week. I'm constantly trying to get better. So let's roll to that next level, folks. Or let's roll to that next level. Come on and go with me. Have you done anything different than what you did last week, last month, last year? Let's do this.
Being coached by Coach is one of the best decisions that I've made. I'm making 3 times more money than I was before working with him.
Coach has this energy that when you leave, you feel like you have just started on the best and newest venture ever.
He broke it down from the A to the Z. Great material, amazing guy. Plan on being here the following year as well.
This guy operates at a whole nother level of greatness. His legacy selling system, $1 million follow-up, and becoming a person of interest, systems, and methodology has taken me to a whole nother level in my life and in my business.
I find Coach very humble, but he's also very direct. And when he looks at you, he's looking right into your eye, and he believes in what he's doing, and that gives me the confidence to believe in what I need to do.
A coach is to get you to perform and execute at a much higher level, and I'm super excited to have Coach Burt in our business and my life.
I have the utmost respect for Coach because what he gives us, he's walking in his own life, and he makes that transparent test. So I get chills when I talk about him like I'm getting right now.
Coach not just talks it, he walks it. He lives it, his team lives it, his people here. You feel it when you walk into the room, you can tell. It's organized, it's structured, it's intentional.
Every single time it reactivates my Pray Drive, makes me want to be just more and more a part of getting that content internalized for myself and also getting that out to my team.
Something magical about being coached by Coach. You know, he looks you in the eye, he tells you maybe not always what you're looking for, but he tells you exactly what you need to hear.
Taught me how to structure my system, taught me how to structure my business, taught me how to sell on my beliefs. And I'm telling you, if you have any reserves, if you're second guessing, should you come and get around Coach, you don't need to think no more. You just need to take actions and trust your instincts, because getting around Coach in this environment and his energy will take your game to that next level, take your thought process to that next level.